By now, most people in Montrose have heard about Borrell's proposal to expand the quarry. Many people are asking the same question. How did homes end up so close to a quarry? To answer that, we need to go back more than 40 years. In the early 1980s, the quarry was much smaller than it is today. To the south and east of the quarry was a large area of mostly forested land owned by Borrell, commonly known as Callum's Land. The land wasn't being quarried. It separated the active quarry from neighbouring properties and effectively acted as a buffer between quarry operations and the surrounding area. In November 1980, the Shire of Lilydale adopted Amendment number 125 to its planning scheme. That amendment proposed new planning controls for land surrounding the quarry, including Callum's Land. After further consideration by the Upper Yarra Valley and Dandenong Ranges Authority, the amendment was approved by the Victorian Government in 1983 and 1984. Those planning decisions created a clear framework for future development. Land immediately surrounding the quarry was identified as an extractive industry buffer. Beyond that buffer, substantial areas were designated for residential Rural A zoning. In other words, planning authorities recognised that the quarry existed, but they also planned for people to live beyond the buffer. The planning history shows this clearly. Over the following decade, housing was progressively developed along Sheffield Road, Glasgow Road, Jeanette Marie Court and surrounding areas. This aerial photograph from 1981 shows what the area looked like before much of that development. Now compare that with a recent aerial image. The difference is remarkable. Former sparsely settled rural land has become established neighbourhoods with homes, schools and families. These communities didn't appear by accident. They were built in accordance with the planning framework approved by successive planning authorities. Even Borrell has previously acknowledged this history. In 2012, during a Victorian parliamentary inquiry, Borrell's regional manager said, "Montrose Quarry is a prime example of the incompatibility of land uses around our site. Local planning provisions and decisions have allowed housing to get within 200 metres of our operating boundaries in some cases." That statement recognises that planning decisions over many years allowed residential communities to develop around the quarry. Today, Borrell is proposing to quarry part of the land that historically formed that extractive industry buffer. That is an important change. For decades, the buffer helped maintain separation between quarry operations and surrounding homes. Many residents bought and built their homes with that planning framework in place. If this proposal is approved, it will bring quarrying significantly closer to established residential communities than was contemplated under that historical planning framework. The historical record shows that today's land use conflict was not created by residents. It developed through a succession of planning decisions made over many decades. That's why this history matters. As the Environment Effects Statement process moves forward, an important question deserves careful consideration. Should land that was historically intended to separate the quarry from surrounding homes now become part of the quarry itself?